Champions. What is the final option now for MKOI? Opting to descend the Zehen to the top side, putting Xin into the jungle.
I think they might put that Jace top after seeing the Xin Zhao. Like, you love Mundo into Xin as a matchup.
And the gauntlet has been thrown, I think, for Mirwin and for Nako. The Jace a confident pick, but right now it's Jojo Pune caught out. He's not able to stop Linsis.
Oh, obviously nowadays it is, but when it was first used, I felt like it was a bit disingenuous.
No.
It was many years ago, admittedly. In any case,
not so good spacing, unconcerned.
Has
a lot of healing coming in. No, he's ulted. He's managed to portal out as well. So Yoyo's getting chunked, forced to ult just to stop the next rocket from coming in and finishing the job. But now Alvaro's the one who's going to be in trouble.
Ooh.
Flash forward, manages to get the Q on to 3. Fletchy goes in and manages to get a kill back in return. Linsis looks like he's set to fall. Supa's going to be able to grab the kill, but Humanoid has arrived. Pushback connecting onto Supa. Vitality looking to turn it into a 2-for-1.
MKOI end up falling short. That engage from Alvaro looked so promising, but Vitality turned it around. Ideally, you don't want the double buffs going over to Fleshy, but you know what? You will take it to win out on that skirmish. No objective gained off the back of it, just a bit of a scrap in the bot lane.
And it was Elyoya that started out the fight. Was now all.
Ooh, is he Ignite enough? I don't think it
so.
is.
No.
Oh,
Last forward and kills him. And even though they're able to take down Linsis, Supa here just isn't thinking that he's in.
He doesn't even have a completed item quite yet. And again, I think respect to Alvaro for trying to go for a play there, recognizes that Elyoya probably just... One, the dopamine of the stacks, as any Arian player will know, is absolutely peak, but also the scaling health feels excellent, as we've got a bit of a catch in the mid lane. Fletching completely caught out, instantaneous ulti to finish the job, coming in from Elyoya.
So good at in the past.
And what I really like about that play is that it opens up Jojo to roam just like this, to shut down now Nako.
Hoping for an extra plate, the Grim Deliverance, now
Although he
speeding off as he form swaps. Mirwin's running to catch the next wave.
Is he really out? He's just going to walk through tower like this?
Blast cone, connects the W, goes over the wall, flash, blast cone. Oh, no, hex flash. He's dead. He's surely, okay, they got him. It took a while, but they chased him down, they killed him.
Good. That Tempered Fate from Fleshy. I think that's the target that you want to look for in the next team fight. Just look to Bard ulti at Jojo, as you might even look for it right now.
Fleshy on the way down, going forward, trying to get the initial slow from the passive. Doesn't even need to use the ultimate up here, but Humanoid
Stunned himself.
Miscalculated there, but Fletchy's going to land the stun. Linsis is going to grab the kill. And again,
so much. Look at the ISO deaths in his week 1-2, but look in this week 3 and 4. The improvement he's made is top lane. Looks like nothing too crazy. But yeah, love the improvement from him. But right now it's all about top lane, as Koi is looking for another play.
Right as you try to make a point, Betty. The Caster Curse Classic, Alvaro going to get things kicked off. An initial exhaust going down on the Linsis. It looked like Knockum's there. He's using his ulti to heal. Tempered Fate is there to stop the fallout. Jojo Pune now coming over the wall. Karzi going in. He gets flicked back, but not into the minefield. Pushback comes in from Humanoid, who still has the ulti. Flash forward. 3-man pulverize is there from Alvaro. Supa in the midst of the entire fight, and he's starting to take over. Humanoid untouched for now, manages to turn it back. Uses the flash he saved from before. Now needs to shift back over the wall. Mirwin pulls it back with the Dark Glaive. His Linsis keeps the chase going down onto Elyoya. Humanoid taken down. Finally, MKOI keeping the extended fight in their favor. Mirwin finally showing up alongside.
This goes onto Linsis at the start, but now Vitality's trapped in this choke point. Everyone gets involved in the skirmish. Jojo dies first. A 3-man knockup from Alvaro to set up for the rest of his team to follow through. Sets up for a beautiful fight from Koi, but the action's not over yet.
Karzi? Oh, Elio's got nowhere to go. They just pop him. Second Drake set in the sights of Vitality. Just as we sing MKOI's praises, the fumble comes through and Vitality grab yet another objective.
And gentlemen, this is delivers 7-7 in kills, 16.5 minutes in. We gotta love that.
And Very, I'm still not sure who I think is the favorite. So this game is going back and forth.
They're just 1v1ing.
Fletchy
on the way in, though. That's a fast Bard. Supa doesn't have anywhere to go. He's forced to ult. Oh, his fate tempered.
Has he got it? Rocket!
From down! He should have flashed the Bartle. He should have flashed the Bartle. Yeah, I agree with that.
But he didn't know there was going to be a Jace in the North Pole. The main lyric is, let's start a fight. And that's the story of this game.
Well, right now, it looks like things are going to calm down a little bit. Herald looks to be uncontested. There's a hand pushed back deep on the top side of the map. Talia does have HP. For some reason in my head, Jojo lost a bunch of his HP.
I think he recalled, Betty.
Yeah, that's what I think. But then he's still missing like a quarter of it.
Yeah, but sometimes you do that where you leave base but not full HP. Okay. Well, Yoya here losing some HP.
Let's see how many more times we can say HP as humanoids.
losing HP. Push back. Oh! HP getting lower. Alvaro taking even more of his HP, hitting him with the CC, and Elyoya is going to finish the job. A nice knockback on the crescent guard as Knock tries to find the flanking angle, but MKOI retreat well. Mirren in the midst of the entire team, and Supa finds the extended range on the slow there, but MKOI don't really have any more tools to continue pushing in.
There's not even an objective, and we're just fine.
And I was like, weren't they the ones making the play? I felt like there was no need for them, but I don't remember. Oh, we're going to find out. Minutes in. Dragons, as you just highlighted, in favor of Vitality, but I'm thinking about scaling. Naturally, Azir, Corki. I mean, I look forward to seeing what the community thinks if he's passed the Korean Jace test.
Dash forward, again, another bar stun connecting. Supa forced to ult, force the barrier. You see how much damage is coming through here.
MKOI has to drop this. Supa used the ultimate and got chunked. And Alvaro looking to base as well. They do have the TP on Alvaro, but I really think it's a mistake to try to fight this dragon without Yunar ultimate. But it looks like they want to try to go for it.
TP in. Mirwan spotted out on the flank. Humanoid going for the pushback, trying to kill it before the passing can come up, and it looks like they're going to get the job done. CC immune, the extra healing now coming in. Buys an extra second there. That's the Tempered Fate. Mirwan now dashing out.
It's a disaster Tempered Fate that saves Mirwan. And Humanoid ends up falling, and now the Drake looks to be favored for MKOI as Vitality still want to look to fight at 4v5.
Vitality already sent a Herald into the mid lane. A lot of pressure onto the tier 2 tower. If MKOI loses this fight, they're going to lose a lot more in the follow-up.
Mirwan's going to TP behind them.
Jojo Bune waiting. Alvaro trying to find an angle onto Linces. Ulti coming through. Fleshy now trying to retreat, and it looks like Linces might just get taken out. The ulti finally pops in the extended fight, though they've already lost Alvaro. Supa continuing to auto, but doesn't quite have the ultimate yet. 8 seconds and ticking down before he'll be able to unleash his power. 9 seconds on Humanoid before he get back up. A flash out from Linces to keep him safe. MKOI secure the objective. Vitality know their time is up in this fight, and they need to get away. Mirwan ready, presumably with the pullback, but doesn't want to waste it as Knock go off on the side. A TP, another stun onto Elyoya. The extended fight starting to favor Vitality. Knock already to turn things around. He's pushed Mirwan back. That's the Ignite coming through. Vitality playing with their food, taking their sweet time.
Oh my god, Vitality are just playing with them. They're kiting them so damn well. Knock on the side with Karsi as well, just playing the absolute limits of that play. They're going to pick up 4. They're going to get the Baron Nashor of the fruits of their lane.
Okay, yeah, you're right. All right, okay, fair.
All right, well,
I didn't think Medic was here, but let's get Pedantic. Why not?
With the Baron, another tower is going to be secured. Vitality in the driver's
able to get a plate. Knocko feeling reinvigorated after that.
Knocko wants to fight.
Giant bag of money dropped into his pocket in the previous fight. Continuing to trade with Mirwan. Mirwan's still really powerful. He's landed everything. Fleshy makes some gold. Knocko is going to go back in. Fleshy's also coming. Poor MKOI. They keep thinking they have 1v1s, and there keep being 3 members of Vitality. Mirwan, good healing, but it's just not nearly enough. Knock up mid-flight. Lince is going to grab the kill.
They just keep Baron Nashor in 1 minute 30. That's really what MKOI need to find a better fight around. And you can see it in this game, the poke from Vitality.
I mean, objective proof of his development. Can the same be said for Mirwan? The TP
double
collapse
TPs into the bottom lane. Mirwan thought he had an angle, and Knocko also here. Mirwan getting chunked out, just nothing that he can do. Now Jojo's caught in the midst of the team. Supa is on the way into Karsi, but Jojo might be dead by the time he gets there. Supa's gonna try and grab one, but I don't think he can take all 3. Just gets popped. It's a shutdown for Supa, but they lose 2.
So long, and now I just can't wait to see what they can achieve this year in MKOI. But it starts right now as we start to get back into game, what they can do. And Casters, you can take it away.
Bot lane, TP will come through from Mirwan. No information as of yet, and here we go. 50% HP.
Lince's flash can just go over the wall. Unstoppable courtesy of the passive. A portal set up there. 3K, they're trying to pull away from it. They want to hold it at 3K. Try to bait them in. Jojo looking for the flick onto Knocko. It's going to connect it. Knocko, big chunk coming out, but Elyoya is going to start to get burned down. Tempered Fate buying a bit more time. Lince steps into position to body block. Alvaro over the wall, and it's Supa. All season starts to open up. Humanoid off on the side looking to 1v1 Mirwan. Don't know how this one's going to work out. CC immune now is Mirwan. Extra healing coming in. Humanoid fighting up a bit more than he can do. Does get the 1-for-1 in the end, but now it's Fleshy who is going to fall, and MKOI who turn right back to the objective. No flash on Linces. Still has access to the smite, however.
How different this game is turning out. Off the back of the chrono break, KOI have the numbers advantage around this Baron. No flash available on Linces means that to get in range of the smite still is not going to happen. KOI just like that. They've won the fight. They're securing the Baron. and the game has equalized.
Vitality still can get some control of the mid lane, but it's Mirwin waiting in the darkness, hoping, fishing for a flank as Alvaro gets the fight kicked off into Linces, takes away the passive, dares him to come try to retrieve the canister as Elyoya locked up by the ultimate. Mirwin off to the side, but the dragon already getting taken down. Good flick back means an instantaneous kill onto Humanoid. Mirwin off on the side, 1v1ing versus Nako. CC immune now as Nako tries to get the hell out, goes back over the wall, flashes away. A nice kill, gets tricky with it, but now Supa is here to turn it back and to get a kill of his own. Meanwhile, Alvaro in the midst of 3 as Elyoya tries to keep fighting, but the stun still connects. Karzi now running, flash, flick back coming through as well. Elyoya again finding another. Jojo the one to finish it.
Supa had to go back to base to catch that top wave that was building up. But it's KOI that has swung this game in their favor.
And that's play a bit defensive here. They don't have a lot of control over their lanes. Mirwin forcing in the bottom wave. Boy, slowly retreating from Vitality's jungle, but it looks like Vitality might want another fight. Tempered Fate connects onto Elyoya. They're trying to burn through Alvaro. Jojo Pune laying down another Weaver's Wall. The flick is going to connect onto Linces, who gets pulled back by Mirwin. They're just in time. Fleshy, no flash remaining after the previous play. Nako waiting off the side. Fleshy dropping. Nako hoping to fish for a shock flash. Karzi, the rest of the team just holding on. Again, 1 minute and 30 until both those major objectives spawn.
Ultimate. He's able to get away to safety.
Tupa is going to take the Drake in isolation, so now only a single objective on the map. Vitality don't feel comfortable enough to walk back into the pit. Catch out onto Linces. Flick back is there. Going to force an ulti. No, not quite yet from him. Hard Tapper enough for him to heal up, and Vitality taking their time. Have landed a lot of poke onto Alvaro. Brief window opportunity if they see him backing. Mirwin backing as well, but does have access to the teleport. An award behind them.
A 6-item AD carry is like one of the scariest things in League. They are designed to win games, and all eyes are on Supa. If Vitality can't deal with him, then he is just going to run rampant in these fights. The poke is so important, but I feel like the later into the game you get with a poke comp, the harder it becomes to play.
He has access to the wave, he has the lifesteal. You can see that an initial shock blast does a decent chunk, but not enough on its own as Jojo Pune lays a wall down behind Linces. Linces does still have the flash, but wants to hold on to it as long as humanly possible. Knows he'll need it to get over the wall in the pit if he wants to contest. Humanoid poking with the Sand Soldiers onto Mirwin. Nice to have that damage, the healing reduction there as well. But he does pick up the Empowered Honey Fruit, so we'll just heal that right back up.
Oh my goodness. Both teams just kind of looking at each other
right
now.
But they forced the ult.
So it's a trade, Bard ult for Supa's ult. Alvaro getting a little low.
They wait for the ulti to expire. They're in a good position. They
go.
also get Alvaro's ult. And again, this is the patience we praised them for earlier. Vitality taking their time. But now MKOI know that they need to get things started. 8K. Objective getting lower and lower. Jojo Pune on the way in. Elyoya on the way in. The objective secured. The portal out to safety. MKOI to try and collapse instantly. This is a hand in the midst of the entire team. Linces trying to get pulled away, but Linces doing a heck of a lot of damage back in return. Humanoid getting chunked out. Supa taking over the fight. They got the Baron, but they've already lost one. MKOI want more, but it's Vitality who walk away with the objective. Well, the Baron does put them in a favorable position. We know what Supa can do. If he's left unanswered in a fight, confident enough to even just walk up, go for the cheeky auto onto Humanoid, taking a decent chunk of HP as a potential pick in the mid lane. Fleshy, can he find the angle? Catches him on the wall. Jojo Pune, a good flash away. Hits the flick back onto Fleshy, and that might make all the difference. Fleshy caught out and taken down, stymieing the Baron advantage and giving yet another kill over to Supa.
There's the blue trinket. The spot said death out.
This is hitting one, and again, it's soul for either side. Linces gets the combo. Flick back connecting onto him as well. Just barely has time to push the ult, and that might be it. Elyoya force back as well. Weaver's Wall to split the team. MKOI immediately pull away and are going to look to start the Drake. The Weaver's Wall buying them a couple extra seconds to deny the initial setup. Poke from Vitality, not landing yet. Linces this time around isn't going to have access to the ultimate. Pull back on the Humanoid is good. Grim Deliverance from Mirwin, taking a lot of health in the back line, but he doesn't want to commit any further, and it might cost him his life because he doesn't get the passive. Flick back again, connecting on the Nako. Jojo Pune popping off in these fights, but again, they cannot finish the kill. Karzi still living. Elyoya trying to make the difference, and Jojo Pune as well. The GA for Supa is massive. It's a triple for him. Vitality leaving before he can pick up the Penta, but they'll grab the soul.
And it's scraps and chaos, but MKOI are the victors of the team fight as they will pick up the Chemtech soul. 4 Chemtech dragons here, and it's just so back and forth. I don't know, this game is...
Baron is alive, but it's Vitality that gain position. They're able to push out the mid wave and they move into the top river. TP from behind.
TP from behind. Could be big, not spotted quite yet. taking their time, combo in. Mirwin on the flank. Fleshy looking for an angle to retreat. Elyoya going in onto Linces. Nako flashing over the wall. Auto attacking the blue. Definitely not what he wanted to be doing. As Linces is now running, but Nako is still living for an extra second. Flash out from Linces. Humanoid, no flash of his own. Has to be careful playing on the front line. Mirwin chunked, but they get the passive. A 2-minute cooldown. Something small to maybe give them a bit more help.
But you see the power of the Vitality team comp. They have such good kiting that they're able to survive the TP flank. But look at the summoners. Flash from Nako burned. Linces, Humanoid. I mean, all
It's all
5
gone, and they're all
flashes
gone.
are gone. And MKOI are starting up the Nashers. They see the blood in the water and they want to pounce.
Blick doesn't connect. This was the passive, but Humanoid hits like a truck. Temper Fate goes a little bit wide.
But the poke is back. The thing is that fight was too extended. Koi stuck around. They need to wait for their cooldowns to find an initiation, because in the extended fight, it's Vitality's poke that wins out. Super will heal back up.
TP there for Jojo. Super will be full health. Well highlighted. Unbreakable will there. Flash is not. Locket also available for MKOI. A small difference, but it could be the one that matters. Fleshy pulled out of position. Elyoya going all in on the Humanoid. Gets the Emperor's Divide. Chunked. That's the GA gone. That could be the jungler dead if they have the immediate follow-up. Pushed back by the wall. They can't get over. They can't get into the ulti. Good wall. Good heads-up play from Jojo. Combined with the Crescent Guard keeps him standing.
But that has to be a Baron, no? Like, surely you just start this. The jungler has no HP. Even with the Chemsol, it's not going to be enough. That's going to be an objective secured. They have the Bard to get out of there as well. That's going to be a Baron for Vitality. This game, no one will give an inch.
Wall could come through. The littlest things like flashes or Zhonya's cooldowns, or if the CC was layered perfectly, and the setup is going to be one of those things. As Alvaro is chunked out, and Vitality continue their siege in the mid lane.
Well, the Chemsol does help provide those resistances when you're very low on HP.
Karzi?
Whoa!
Flash in. W3, Karzi!
He's dead! The Elder's 45 seconds, that's a 7!
Yeah, there's no Baron Nashor to pair it up with, and Vitality has great wave clear. If they're able to just maintain range, don't give them an engage, they can still hold on.
Flash.
But that's a crucial piece of engage for MKOI now down.
Absolutely is. And the poke is not stopping. Jojo already bearing the brunt of it.
Mirwin in the bottom brush. Nako a bit too far forward. Forced to flash early on in the fight. Now trying to turn things back. Tempered Fate stops the carries for a couple seconds. That could be big from Fleshy. The fight continuing to go. Humanoid going over the wall to Sand Soldiers. Really hasn't got any damage down yet, but Nako starting with the poke, connecting onto Supa. Vitality forcing their way into mid lane. The flick back just barely not going to connect on the Linces, and now his passive is up and Baron is on the table.
Okay, so a couple ultis were used, but I think that Koi is still in a position to fight. Look at Alvaro, keep a track of the flank. TP comes back in for Nako.
Valk out, they know he has no flash. Flash forward from Jojo, good side step from Karsi, but it doesn't look like he's safe. But he does 1-for-1. And in the meantime, the Baron is just getting completely shredded. Alvaro's trying to make the difference. 3K, Supa in the pit. Linces is there, Linces has the smite. Mirwin's taking down Nako in the meantime. MKOI winning the fight overall. They got the Baron. Blast code in, Humanoid trying to get something back, but they managed to take him down. They lose the objective, but they might have just won the game.
Fleshy blast code Humanoid into the arms of Koi. I think the game's gonna end off that. That's their wave clear, dead for 70 seconds. They got the Baron, but was it worth it? Koi have 4 members. Super is still alive.
One man, 30 meeps in a dream. And a Mundo.
And Linces of Fleshy needs to pull out a miracle here. They need to try to clear this wave. They do have the Baron Nashor, but Linces with no ultimate.
Tempering the Fate. Needs to stall them for 36 more seconds. Elyoya continuing to run in on the Linces. Linces doing a bit of damage back.
They are slowing them down, but...
This game is over, but a part of me doesn't believe it. Fleshy trying to clear the wave as best he can. Gives his life to clear a little bit more. MKOI will end it here. It might have taken 55 minutes. It might have taken a chrono break and some heroic flicks. But MKOI get there in the end. That is game 1. Just game 1. In this best of 3.
Oh my god, what a banger between these two. I really want some mobility.
I'm mainly just thinking for lane, like what's a champ that can actually play against Caitlyn?
Oh.
Is this a champ that can play against Caitlyn?
This champ can play against Caitlyn, although into Nico,
okay,
Caitlyn,
that's the miserable
it's
part.
rough. Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing with Jinx is that we see in the season is like second Raptors, always.
Right.
That's where junglers look to make their mark, and also crab fights as the hook does
Goes
land.
wide, Elyoya immediately goes on the Karzi, getting the flash and the cleanse, but if they can turn this back into a kill, it's going to be big. Initial reset should go down for Karzi. That's first blood. He's getting excited, but he got excited right into a
You're
trap.
seeing it paying dividends right now. Full control over the brush.
Just because they can't, Betty, doesn't mean that they won't. As the fight is now kicking off, Linces ulting and miss the entire team, taking over to level 6 just in time. Humanoid going to find the initial charm, but Jojo's still ready for a fight. Ulti going to connect on the Karzi. They get the cleanse out. Linces goes down. Vitality lose their jungler and walk
Well,
away.
I mean, they know that they're on Drake, so I'd assume that Linsus will try to at least get 1 or 2 grubs here.
Yeah, he should. The only scary thing, of course, is maybe the Casio goes and interrupts, but it looks like JoJo's not.
Have you seen what wolves
Wait,
sometimes do?
Linsus.
Hold that thought, Jack. We'll get back to it. Flash away from Supa's nice 90 caliber net as well. Really good escape. Alvaro using the ult to display the follow-up, but now he's been locked up on the trap. Now Yo-Yo's in the midst of the entire team. They've taken out Alvaro. Karzi's getting excited. Uh-oh, this is not looking good for the side of MKOI, but the damage from Supa is real, and it might just be enough. Linsus going in. He's
Oh my God.
Yo-Yo grabbing another 90 caliber net, looking for one more auto, but it's the spear to finish the job. A double kill for MKOI. keep asking for 10 AP, bro. Yo-Yo. Caught in the Thunderdome, but he really likes the Thunderdome, and I don't know if Linsus is feeling too good about that particular Cataclysm. Supa going to 90 caliber net on the wall, now trying to chase down the J4 as Humanoid's in trouble. The gaze going wide, but it's Fleshy who will drop. MKOI grabbing one.
It's another random engage from Linsus there that doesn't end up really resulting into anything from Vitality. They're forced to back off, and MKOI can just chase them down. Supa having so much damage in these team fights. Oh.
Alvaro's just going to keep walking. Oh, Yo-Yo's on the way in.
Oh.
You're not
Bro,
quite going to connect.
This is the Mad Max Pantheon skin, okay?
It's appropriate.
He wants to be in that arena.
Silver
and
spray paint in the face.
That's
Witness
what I'm
me.
saying. Aljoya is all about these fights. He's got 100% KP so far. He's ready to go toe-to-toe against Linsus, and he's making it work as JoJo is looking for humanoids.
But Fleshy is on the way. Now trying to backstep. Does he still have a minion wave? Well, yeah, it's there just in time, as is the tower dropping. So, well played. They do force the flash out. Now trying to zone away. Rocket goes towards the Drake. A little bit too long, and it's really MKOI punishing Vitality. It feels like it's been most of the story of this game.
MKOI's looking to punish Vitality again. They've got easy access into this Herald. They want to go for the fight. They have the Ornn ult ready.
The ulti to the backside. Karzi locked up. He already burnt his cleanse. Long-range Ornn ulti is going to find the initial knock as well as Fleshy's already been taken down. Humanoid now running, but the Rift Herald has fallen in favor of Vitality, and now they're just looking at Casio.
Next phase, maybe upgrade that tier item.
Fleshy here to cover. Initial Twin Fang lands, forces an ulti trade between JoJo, Pyun, and Humanoid, but now Elyoya may have strayed a little bit too far because Linsus is on the way up. Aegis Assault down, and Elyoya is going to immediately flash out, recognizing that Linsus could keep that play going.
Meanwhile, in the bot lane, it's a flanking Caitlyn.
Nako again thinking he has a 1v1, but the Ornn Horn has been called, and the Caitlyn is here to do the damage. The knock-up over the wall, the flash for the auto, the 90 caliber net, and one more to seal the deal. Supa using the clone to phase check. Fleshy connecting onto Alvaro is big to kick the initial fight off. Nice equalizer across the entire team as Elyoya has been caught out. Alvaro tries to follow, but only catches one. The reset finally coming there for Karza, and he might be able to turn it back. JoJo Pyun running, miasma on the ground, the flash forward. They're going to connect, but they don't find the initial stun. JoJo Pyun about to fall. Linsus trying to finish one more kill. Karzi desperate to get excited, but it looks like it's all going to heck. Karzi not able to get the kill. Supa doing damage, and it's MKOI to finish it.
Oh my God, it's close to getting like a pentakill and killing them all, but just the flashes in. It's too little too late, and MKOI cleaned the fight.
I think it's a situation where if he flashed a little earlier, maybe it could be a different situation. Alvaro now caught out, Charm will connect, he's gonna drop, so Vitality gets something back. But what a close fight. At the end of the day, though, it was Supa that walks away with a quadra kill. His positioning meant that he did not fall. 7-0-4 on the Caitlyn, 100% kill participation, 3 items completed. He's working towards the 4th, but Vitality is saying, screw that, we're going Baron.
I think they know they have to flip it. They're desperate, but they don't want to give any more angles of attack for MKOI. They don't want to risk another fight, so they're going to bet it all on a Hail Mary. 7K getting lower. Now Humanoid going in to try to finish it, but the Charm only going to connect onto Ornn, only going to connect onto Mirwin, and now they don't like the play, but it looks like MKOI are going to want to keep this one going. 6K on the Baron has not reset yet. MKOI debating. They can keep the objective going if they want, but they've got low mana bars. Health bars starting to dwindle. They're down for the 50-50. They're down to flip that coin, or will they just let it reset? Linsus in. Linsus wants to keep it going. It's a little bit psychotic. It's equalizer across the top. That was absolutely not the play, but he did not have vision. He thought they were going to keep going. They backed away, and their patience pays off.
Linsus tries to steal the Nash because he has no vision, as you said, Dracos, but it's too early. They haven't brought down the Nash. It's patience from MKOI that secures them the Nash, and now Nako's in trouble as well.
Ornn ulti there. Knock up onto Nako. Wants to flash over, but does not have the time, is taken down. The gold lead just
exactly what it needs to do. The carry's in the right position. And another tower falls. The fight that they could afford to take. Koi going to use that opportunity to secure this bot tower. Nako will at the very least get something back, but it's not going to be a huge amount. That tower is going to start getting chipped away at. Koi are not slowing this game down.
And we were waiting for 3 items for Karzi, maybe even 4, but it's already 4 items for Supa. Just doesn't seem like there's going to be time for Vitality to scale up to get the items on their carries that they need as MKOI continue this endless siege.
MKOI old
Draft in the sense of like, they dominated the lanes. Like,
Yep.
bot lane went the way that it should have, mid lane went the way that it should have, top lane was pretty much even for the whole game.
I
What it
don't
does do
know
is
things.
it'll help you do more burst.
That's true.
That is just objectively true. Whether or not it's more
Supa's
valuable
just
than something
standing
else.
over the wall.
Yeah, a classic Caitlyn.
I mean, Vitality just can't contest. They're going to have to drop this Nashor. Karsi wants to try to get the rocket, but won't be able to get it in time. Supa now level 17, 347 CS at 30 minutes.
I mean,
That's the person they need to kill if they're going to come back in this game.
clean, calculated, well controlled, excellent demonstration of patience from Koi. And this is the Koi that we were hoping to see coming into playoffs. Game 1 was definitely a scrap. They fought their way back, but here in Game 2, Vitality are rapidly running out of options.
That they are. MKOI looking to break open the last 2 inhibitors. The last inhibitor tower is going to fall pretty effortlessly.
Vitality needs a Hail Mary play onto Supa.
This is going to go in, immediately going to die. The equalizer does very little damage as Knock now goes in, but taking the Zhonya's against Caitlyn means you're going to die too because the trap is already placed down. In the meantime, Jojo killing everybody he wants to. Humanoid trying to style on him, trying to get a little tricky with it, but by the time Alvaro arrives, Penta's going to come through! What a way to end it for Supa. 13-0-4, only missed participating in a single kill. From start to finish, a story of dominance for MKOI in this game too as they move on in the upper bracket.
And boys, I